Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
All praises be to the power of Isaac and Jacob, the power of Israel, who has so graciously blessed us with another Shabbat day that we can dwell together in peace and unity in the spirit of the Most High Yah. I trust that the Most High has blessed all you throughout this week. And if nothing else, He definitely bless you with the gift of life. And you here now. For that, you are truly thankful. So we're going to get into some scriptures concerning the escape from sin. But before we get into that, right? First, give me Colossians 3, verse 17. Let's give all glory to the Most High Yahweh in the name of Mashiach Yahushua. Give me Colossians 3 and verse 17.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of Mashiach Yahushua, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Him.
Right. Always giving thanks to the Most High of the Messiah, Mashiach Yahushua. I'm going to touch on something before I get into tonight's topic. You know, just overhearing something. And I want to look at Ecclesiasticus, the 19th chapter. And let's start with verse 7.
The book, Ecclesiasticus and Apocrypha, page 81, chapter 19 and verse 7. Rehearse not unto another that which is told unto thee.
Right.
And thou shalt fare never the worse.
Come on.
Whether it be to friend or foe, talk not of other men's lives. And if thou canst without offense, reveal them not.
Right. So whether it be friend or foe, you know, talk not of other men's lives and things of that sort. You know, we in this truth, we leave our friends and our out there in the world. You know, many of us had this type of friend and that type of friend out in the world. But when you come in this truth, you build new friendships, new family, new connections. And these new connections that we have to honor these new relationships, these new friendships. Coming to this truth, you realize you leave the rudiments of this world outside. Things you might have done in the world, you don't do anymore because you're a new creature in your Yahushua, right? We don't. That last verse again.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19 and verse 8. Whether it be to friend or foe,
right?
Talk not of other men's lives.
So what is it saying here? To friend or foe, talk not of other men's lives. What is that talking about? Huh?
Don't talk about
Don't talk about them, right? About, what do you mean about them?
their secrets.
Their secrets, or you know, things that you might have conversed with them in the previous time, or you might have spoken. You know, you don't want to be a whistle caller or a tale bearer or anything to that effect. You know what I mean? We speak not of other men's lives, if whether it be friend or foe, whether it be somebody that you are cool with or not cool with. You know what I mean? Read on.
Verse 9. For he heard and observed thee, and when time cometh,
right,
he will hate thee.
Right, because it can cause strife. Right, he'll hear you talk about his life and observe and say, oh, okay. And it can cause strife later on. Right, so we have to be careful on that, right? Read on.
Verse 10. If thou hast heard a word,
Uh-huh.
let it die with thee.
Right. If somebody tell you something in confidence, let it stay right there. Tell you something that's between you and that person. This builds strong friendships. You know what I mean? A friend, somebody you can go to and say something, and they say, yo, keep this on the, between me and you, as long as it ain't nothing detrimental to the other brothers and sisters, let the person know. Listen, depending on what you tell me. All right, somebody says, yo, I'm gonna tell you something, don't talk about it. I always say, it depends what you tell me. If it's something personal to do with you, then we leave it here. If you're gonna tell me something and put that, but something in my head, I gotta handle, I gotta do something about, I'm gonna do something about it, man. I'm not gonna hold my oath with you and break my oath with the Most High. Yeah, okay. Your oath with the Heavenly Father is above all oaths, all pacts, or all, how could you say, agreements. All right, your first agreement is to the Most High Yah, that you will keep His commandments and do His will. So if somebody tell you a secret, but it's some wickedness they dealing with. Yeah, I got Beelzebub in my backpack. No, I'm gonna go tell. Listen, you going off, brother. I'll be the first one to tell you going off. And they're like, yo, this brother be walking around with Beelzebub. But if you tell me something that's personal with you, and something you working with, or something you dealing with, and you want to confide, and we could counsel between me and you on it, then it stay right there. Everybody understand that? Very important we understand these things in this truth as we build new relationships and we have expectations on dealing with one another. Read.
Verse 9, for he heard and observed thee, and when time cometh, he will hate thee.
Right.
If thou hast heard a word, let it die with thee.
Right.
And be bold. It will not burst thee.
Right. Don't worry about it. Let it die with you. What does it mean, let it die with you? What does it mean? Don't tell nobody. Stay right there with you. And don't worry about it. Your head ain't going to explode. You don't have to tell somebody. All right, you can lay it right. You can let it lay right there. Read on.
Verse 11. A fool travaileth with a word.
Right, a fool travaileth with a word. When a fool get a word, they gotta tell somebody. Oh, I can't wait to tell. Oh, wait till I get back and tell everybody. Right? Because that's a fool with a word. He can't hold it in. He want to tell everybody. Well, light a banner, get it across the sky because he knows something. Okay? That's a fool with a word. And we're not fools, come on? All right? The fool, we left the fools outside this door. Okay? That's where we left the fools at. Read on.
A fool travaileth with a word as a woman in labor of a child.
Right, like a woman, when a woman is in labor with a child, what does she want to do more than anything else? Right? Yeah, I gotta talk to the woman for a second. When a woman is in labor with a child, what is the most important thing on her mind? What you say? I mean, I know probably, you have children? No children. How about you, Sister Yaminis? Push it out, right? All right, so why? Once it's out, what happens? Some of the pain, most of the pain subsides, right? So it's a painful thing. A forward word, it's a painful thing. They got to get it out. And until they can get it out, they're not comfortable unless they spread something or put it out there. But that's not how we interact, right? We don't?
Okay. As an arrow that sticketh in a man's thigh,
right?
So is a word within a fool's belly.
Right, like an arrow in your thigh. Now you can deal with the men. If there was an arrow in your thigh, what would be on your mind? Right, just getting it out, man. Break it, get it out, whatever you got to do, you just want it to stop. All right, you want it out. Okay, so that's how a fool is with a word, with something that's, private or personal or in how could you say, small company, nothing to be spread on the road, right? We don't. You got a precept? Yeah. What you got?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 25 and verse 9.
All right, we get it. Proverbs 25, verse 9. Then we'll come back here.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 25, and verse 9.
Right?
Debate thy cause with thy neighbor himself, and discover not a secret to another.
Okay. That precept is a little before.
Mm-hmm.
It was coming up.
Oh, it's coming up?
Yeah, it was
okay.
coming up. And then,
Okay.
then the precept. you went to the precept of the next 2 more verses.
Okay, I got you.
But I got you. Debate thy cause between the man and himself. You'll see why I say that in a minute. Let's go back to 25. Yeah, 25 verse 9. We'll go back to the Apocrypha, 19 and 13.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 19 and verse 13.
Right.
Admonish a friend.
Right. So this is why I said that precept was a little bit before, because when they go to admonishment, what does it mean to admonish a friend? What does that mean? What does it mean to admonish? Warn, or like you just read in 29 and 5, or 25 and 9, sorry, 25 and 9, what you debate the cause with that person. You see something, so you deal with that person. That's how you admonish them. I want to talk to you about something. I saw this, that, and the third, whatever the case may be, right? Read on.
Admonish a friend, it may be he have not done it.
Right.
And if he have done it, that he do it no more.
Right, so you debate to see if there was a problem, if there was sin. And if it was sin, the fact that you came and brought it to his attention, he may not do it anymore. You just gain your brother. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you know what? You're right. I was going on, or the case may be. Right? Read on.
Admonish thy friend, it may be he have not said it.
Right.
And if he have, that he speak it not again.
Right, come on.
Admonish a friend, for many times it is a slander, and believe not every tale.
Right, come on.
Verse 16. There is one that slippeth in his speech, but not from his heart.
Right.
And who is he that have not offended with his tongue?
All right, hold it there and give me Ecclesiastes, same book, chapter 6. And verse 7.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 6 and verse 7.
Come on.
If thou wouldest get a friend,
Right.
prove him first,
Right.
and be not hasty to credit him.
Come on.
For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
Come on.
And there is a friend who, being turned to enmity and strife, will discover thy reproach.
Come on.
Again, some friend is a companion at the table, and will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
Right. So it's important that we know friends, to each other by way of the word, by way of commandment. And then when we perform our friendship, and we don't be like these, fair weather, or we friends now, we in our, in a situation, but when that situation passed, we at each other. You know what I mean? Read on.
Verse 10. Again, some friend is a companion at the table,
right,
and will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
You're right, in the day of your affliction. When you need them, they're not there. Read on.
But in thy prosperity, be as thyself, and will be bold over thy servants.
Right.
If thou be brought low, he will be against thee, and will hide himself from thy face.
Come on.
So, from thine enemies.
Do what?
Separate thyself from thine enemies.
Right, so separate yourself from your enemies. Come on.
And take heed of thy friends.
Come on.
A faithful friend is a strong defense.
Right, a faithful friend is a strong defense. Someone that you can trust, got your back, you got their back. You're about this, we all about this word in here, con.
Right.
So we could be faithful friends because we all about the same thing. We all about right? But a faithful friend is somebody you can trust, and you can rely on. They're going to move a certain spirit in a certain way. Certain things when it comes to the scriptures, you can have faith in, right? Read on.
And he that hath found such an one treasure,
Has found what?
a treasure.
And that's the treasure, man. All right, so we have to make sure that we're being faithful friends to one another. You know, right? Because you gotta, in order to have friends, you gotta first show yourself friendly. I mean, you can't think that you're gonna have better friends than you are. Okay, you're gonna get as good a friend as a friend that you are. So just keep that in mind when we're building our friendships and things of that sort in this truth. All right, and we admonish one another, and we make sure that we're being friends and understanding to each other at all times. Correct? All right, so just wanted to touch upon that. Scriptures came to mind. So let's pick it up. Let's go to 1 Corinthians, the 10th chapter, the 13th verse.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10. There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. Temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
All right, so we're going to analyze this verse right here. Very important we understand what people say. There's a saying out there. People go, well, the Most High won't give you more than you can bear. The Most High won't give you more than you can bear. Well, is it true that he won't? Okay. How about, huh? The most he put a burden on you that you can't hold, you can't handle. Do that. He says no. He sounds very sure. It's like, no, brother, you ain't gonna do that, brother.
Because you're going to get your way out of it, though.
That's no different. We're gonna read the scripture again.